most Nashville trips are the same. Bachelorette parties on Broadway, pedal bars, hot chicken wing montages. Cool. But if that's not your vibe, then what's left?
We just spent 4 days here doing the other side of Nashville, the music history, the museums, the parts most people skip. And there's actually a lot here.
All right, so we both work in the travel industry, and we wanted to see if Nashville works as a couples trip if you're not into the whole bachelorette, bachelor party thing. So this isn't a top 10 things to do video. It's just some of the spots we'd send people to if you have limited time and you don't want to spend it just partying on Broadway.
Where we stayed, the W Nashville in the Gulch, runs about $350 a night. Our favorite part about the room was the modern decor, how spacious it was, and the sweeping views of downtown Nashville. We picked it because it's walkable to Broadway, but not on top of it, so when you come back at 1 a.m., you're not still listening to live music through the walls. The lobby stunned us when we walked in. The W leans into design. It feels intentional. Luxury and relaxation more than a party vibe, which is what we wanted.
The hotel has restaurants. You can catch breakfast here as well. Just a little pricey at $30 per person for a breakfast buffet. Feel like you might be able to get a better meal out in Nashville. You know, Nashville is known for its cuisine. But is it worth it at $350 a night? The W is a splurge. We didn't try the rooftop, that's on us. But for the room itself and the location, we'd book it again. If you're trying to save, there's plenty of Marriotts in the Gulch District, which will cost you about half the cost, and you'll spend the same amount of time in the room anyway. Something that I feel does not get enough credit about Nashville is how amazing its music museums are. It has some of the best music museums in the country, and I feel like you don't always hear about them. We had time to hit 2 museums, and the first one we visited was the National Museum of African American Music. It just opened in 2021, and it traces the entire history of American music through Black artistry. Gospel, blues, jazz, R&B, hip hop. Every exhibit is interactive.
What hit us the hardest was tracing the roots of the music we listen to every day and actually hearing how it evolved. From spirituals, through segregation, through the Jim Crow era, all the way to what's playing in our headphones now. So much of this music started as a way to overcome the pain of oppression, and you can hear the whole arc walking through the exhibits.
It really was like taking a step through history. And then they hit you with the interactive stuff. There's a DJ booth you can actually get on, and a dance studio where you move through the choreography of every era. The 20s, the 50s, the 70s, all the way up until today. That's what makes this museum hit different. It gives the history the weight it deserves, but then it makes you feel lighthearted, makes you dance, feel it in your body, and you leave feeling like it was a nice, fun time. Was it worth it? 100%. For $33 a ticket, and only about an hour and a half of the day to do this properly, it was a great stop to learn about some American history, and it felt really meaningful on this part of the trip. If you go midweek throughout the morning, it's pretty quiet, and you can also get some discounts on your ticket if you're a student, military, active responder, senior citizen, and much more. The second museum we had some time to check out was the Musicians Hall of Fame. It's a different vibe. This one celebrates the musicians behind the music, the session players, sidemen, the people who made the famous records but never got the spotlight and the recognition. It was pretty cool to see some of the instruments played by artists like Jimi Hendrix, the Beatles, Elvis Presley, Muddy Waters, etc. It's worth it if you're really into music and want to know the history, or for anyone who's curious about how records actually got made. Skip it if you're just here in town for the vibes. It's a little bit more in depth, which is why I would say, it's one that you don't have to visit if this is just not a topic that you're interested in. Now, couldn't leave Nashville without at least going to Broadway, but before doing so, you have to do one thing: the Hat Bar. This is one Broadway-adjacent thing that we'd recommend to anybody. You pick a hat, you pick the band, you pick the burns, the patches, cards, and they custom build it for you. I love the entire process. It was cool to go ahead and pick out like my Ace of Spades card and some of my favorite colors and just create a hat that really felt like me and felt like it was something that I was going to wear again. And we'll be straight with you, it's not cheap, and you can absolutely get a hat for less anywhere else, but the experience itself is the souvenir. All right, now Broadway. It's a strip that everyone tells you to visit, and it's the thing that everyone has an opinion about. Here's the truth: it's loud, it's chaotic, and at any given moment, you're going to be a part of a bachelor or bachelorette party. But the live music is actually unreal. We hopped between 3 to 4 different honky tonks, and the vibe was different in each one, but every single one was amazing. If you're coming here outside of a bachelor or bachelorette party, do Broadway, but don't make it the entire trip. 1 or 2 nights on Broadway is enough, then get out, otherwise you'll probably burn out fast and stuck with a hangover the next morning. So Nashville for a short vacation, is it worth it? Yes, it's worth it, but it depends on what you want out of it. If you want hot chicken, pedal taverns, bachelorette party trip, Nashville delivers. And there are 400 videos showing you how to do that side. The 2 museums and the Hat Bar were great highlights for us. It was really a way to interact with that Nashville culture. If we wasn't visiting for work and we had some more time, some things that I would do different, probably be visit more of the rooftop bars that we miss, try some more of the cuisine and the barbecue places that they have, and spend some less time on Broadway and more in the area like 12 South where we can take part in some of the art history. We're already planning a return trip back to Nashville. We'll have some time to ourselves. But the bottom line is that Nashville is not just for the bachelorette weekends. If you skip Broadway after midnight and lean into the music history, it's a great city to explore. Just make sure you're going with the plan. If this video helps you come up with some new ideas for your Nashville trip, and something different than what everyone else does, go ahead and hit subscribe. We drop honest reviews of all of our vacations every couple weeks, so you know if the vacation is worth the splurge or if it's something you should save on. And if you've been to Nashville and we missed some of your favorite non-Broadway or Broadway spots, drop it in the comments. We're already planning a trip back and we'd love to hear your suggestions.